It's 2021 and there is so much anime to watch that I would be lying if I said that I wasn't a bit overwhelmed. There are a million series that everyone's talking about and there are new series coming out every season. And of course I have a good friend that has been bombarding me with good recommendations like every so often. But I don't really have a guideline in like how am I gonna navigate these endless waters of anime? So I've been looking for some sort of guideline and I think I found it. I saw someone post about this in their Instagram stories and I was like, this is amazing, I want to do this. It's the 100 anime bucket list challenge. It's officially not a challenge, I'm going to make it a challenge for myself and everyone who is watching this is willing to copy. Basically in this box there is a poster with 100 anime and a little bit of art hidden behind a scratch area. Every time you're done with an anime, you can scratch to reveal a little piece of art that corresponds with the anime. There are a lot of posters like this one out there for either movies, games, books, name it. There are also different variants for anime specifically, but I wanted to have this one because I really like the art. It was twice as expensive as the other one. I will link the other one in the description as well. But as I planned to hang this up, I wanted to go with one that actually had art that I enjoyed looking at. This poster specifically is made by Enno Vatti. I believe they're an independent artist. They sell this on Amazon, on their website I believe as well. I will have all the links in the description. But yeah, I fell in love with this art style. It's like a minimalistic art style. It looks so good while it still keeps the original charm of the show in the art while representing the entire show in like one frame basically. So let me open the box for a second here so that I can show you the full poster, including scratched off versions of the anime I already watched. This is what the full poster looks like. And I really love this art style. The artist managed to capture the essence of the show in just a little piece of art with iconic elements that you will just recognize instantly if you watch the show. And even if you haven't watched the show, just the symbols that are in this poster, they are so iconic. My goal with this challenge is to motivate myself to branch out and watch all kinds of anime. And there are both series and movies on this poster, which will maybe give me a guideline in watching more than just shonen fantasy anime basically. And there's a whole mix of different genres, from sports anime to isekai to slice of life to like some things that I just know are gonna give me a lot of pain and rip out my soul when watching them. So I need to get tissues ready when I finally get to those. I'm planning on documenting this challenge one way or the other. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it. Probably I'm gonna go for a wrap-up, like a monthly or bi-monthly wrap-up of what I've watched, what I've read, and all the other things I think are relevant that are not fitting in any other video. I'm currently at 14 out of 100 shows, which I think is a nice head start. So I can already look at this poster and see, okay, I have already come this far. So I'm not completely starting from scratch. Pun not intended, but still extremely funny. I don't know, this may seem small and silly to you, but this poster, just working with it and preparing for this video already gave me a lot of joy. And anime does as well. So like giving myself a little challenge to keep my interest running and such. I don't know, it's really exciting. So before talking about all the shows I've already watched and already scratched off obviously, I want to talk a little about the rules, or at least the rules I want to set up for myself. To avoid making the rules a little too complicated to handle, I've decided to go with one base rule and add exceptions on top of that. So the base rule is I'm gonna watch one season, the first season of the show, because most shows have like either one season or have seasons of 12 episodes instead of 25. The exceptions on top of that is there are a couple of shows who have really long seasons. So I'm gonna go with like I'm gonna watch 2 course, which is 25 episodes. Then there are shows that have no seasons at all, and some of them have hundreds upon hundreds of episodes. Bleach has 366 episodes. Without the filler, it's still over 200. I am a couple of course in. I love the show, but I'm not gonna wait until I'm at episode 366 before I can scratch it off. For that reason, I'm gonna take over the 2 core rule and apply it to as a minimum to the shows that have no seasons, with the exceptions of like shows I feel like, okay, I've watched 2 cores, but I still don't feel like I've actually watched the show. I don't feel like I've watched enough to consider this show watched, if you get what I mean. That rule is actually quite personal because some people say you haven't watched a show until you completely finished it. Others say, yeah, a couple of course and you know enough. And of course there are also shows where each season is like a standalone thing, meaning that if I watch season 1, I'm not really into the story yet because the second season is gonna have another story or a related story that stands on its own. Long story short, with all these rules, I'm gonna judge each show as I watch them. And of course I'm gonna elaborate on that when I get to talking about that show in a video. And with every challenge people come up with, I understand that other people want to do them as well. So I'm gonna make a Google document with all the shows on the poster, so you don't have to buy the poster yourself if you want to participate, and all the rules that I set up for myself that you can interpret any way you want yourself, but this is the way it works for me. If you want to watch them all in full, that's up to you. And if you decide to join me in this challenge, I would love to see what you come up with. Like, are you going to use the same rules as I am? Are you gonna switch it up? Are you gonna use a different poster? I would really love to see it. So if you make a video or a blog post or anything, just tag me on Twitter and I will likely see it. Because sometimes it's really fun to do a challenge when you're not the only one doing it. This is just an invitation, this is not an obligation. I really want to do this myself and I'm very excited to do so. As I'm gonna document this challenge, I obviously cannot just leave the ones I've watched without any comments. I decided to go and make a time lapse with me scratching off all the shows I already watched with a little bit of commentary about what I thought about the show. So let's dive into the time lapse now. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe this inspired you to take on this challenge as well. I've put all the links of the artists of this poster in the description, and I made a document with all the anime on this poster, plus the rules I'm enforcing myself for this challenge. And yeah, that was the video, I guess. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will watch next time. If you liked it, like, subscribe, comment, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!